Greg, stay with us. We have some breaking news coming in from Iraq. A drone has struck an oil facility there. Yes, a drone has struck an oil facility housing foreign energy companies in Iraq's southern Basra region. Local security officials say 3 drones targeted the oil facility housing offices and warehouses belonging to U.S. firms. And the attack also reportedly targeted a compound housing employees of the American oil companies. Officials say that 2 of the drones were shot down, but a third got through. Visuals are coming in of a massive fire at the facility, and thick smoke can be seen from a distance. Greg, I'd like to come back to you. Reports show militia in Iraq have launched dozens of attacks since the war began on Saturday, targeting Israel and U.S. bases in Jordan and Iraq itself. There are growing concerns that Iraq could now be drawn into the conflict, particularly given the presence of Iran-aligned armed groups operating within the country. So how vulnerable is Iraq right now to becoming another front line in this war?
Well, yeah, it's a good point. And I think there are, Shia and Iran or regime-affiliated militias in Iraq. And we've seen, the loss of American lives in the last few years because of that. And so these missiles and drones will be fired, but very few of them are getting through. And I think that it's clear after almost a week of hostilities that the capabilities of the regime are being completely managed by the Americans and the Israelis. Some will get through, and that's unfortunate because they are firing on civilians. We're proving the point of the earlier discussion that they are firing on civilians, and it's unfortunate that they do that, but once in a while something will get through. Most of the missiles and drones are being downed before they get to the targets. It's under 10% right now, which is fantastic, but unfortunately, anything above 0% is sad because they will sneak through the air defenses. But that's the probability of this happening, for the next week or two. It's the probabilities are decreasing as we speak.
Greg, we know that after years of conflict, Iraq has been trying to stabilize its security and political environment. Could being drawn into this war undo much of that fragile progress?
Yes, I think that's one of the risks. And Iraq has always been difficult because you have 3 distinct factions, the Kurds, the Shias, and the Sunnis. This is very different than the situation in Iran, which is either Christian or Shiite. And they don't like the regime. The majority of the country does not like the regime. They're not supporting the mullahs. And I think there's much more unity in Iran that you really don't expect in Iraq, where there's really distinct factions. And so this is going to be difficult. I think there's much in the long term. The challenges are much greater in Iraq than they are in Iran. If we can eliminate the regime, I think Iran has great potential for forming a legitimate and democratic government.
Thank you so much, Greg, for making time for us and joining us here at WION The World is One. Thank you.